on to someone else who is a believer and has been, I don't know, her life has just been an interesting journey. I speak about Emmy, Kosgei, because honestly, she has had quite the story. Child of a pastor, brought up in religion, gave us one of the biggest hits, Taunelele. Who doesn't remember Taunelele? I like that song was a banger. Her fashion sense unmatched. Like this woman just like dresses for the gods. She looks amazing every single time you see a picture of her coming through. However, there was a huge controversial thing that happened back in 2013 where she'd gotten married to this older guy who was a pastor out of Nigeria. And of course, all of us are just like, wait, what do you mean Nigerian pastor? Because we've seen other women doing the same thing and it's not really worked out for them. However, back in 2013, they had the most beautiful, gorgeous wedding at Windsor Golf Club, where she got married to. His name is Madubuko. I had to make sure. His name is Ansel Madubuko. They got married in 2016, and she officially moved to Nigeria, where she's been staying. And we all know that they have 3 children between, well, not 3 children between them, but he had 3 children who go by the name of Velma, Anselm Jr., and Sandra, and now they also had grandchildren. And back in 2015, I believe, there was a photo of Emmy Kosgei with a beautiful young girl, baby girl, and we all just assumed, wait, is that her biological daughter? Is that the child that they share with Anselm? But apparently later on it was discovered that she was actually the granddaughter. So a lot of maternal conversations around Emmy Kosgei. I don't know, do I believe that she had a child at any point? I don't think she's ever had a child. So a lot of people are like, she's a lot older now, she's married to this older guy as well, but she doesn't have her own biological children this far. Of course, that was a sore subject for a lot of people. But she's very clear about her and her motherhood journey. She says she is a mother. Not just to 3 children who were Anselm's children, not just a grandmother to the children that were born out of those children, but she is a mother of many others. We know she had a school at some point. We know she's been a huge contributor within girls' lives everywhere. She does have her own children in different forms, where she's a mother to these people, but not necessarily because they came out of her womb. And of course, a lot of people don't see that as a journey of motherhood, but she was very clear about this during her interview with Lean Gugi, where she did say that, let me try and find that for you. She said that it is subjecting women to this objectification of, if you're not a mother, then you're not a woman. That is not right. She said that you don't look at people and assume that the reason why they're not doing something is whatever your reasoning is, and then you start judging them. People are going through a lot. You can't judge them. You can't assume that motherhood is giving birth physically. Motherhood is a role. It is an office. It is a wide range of things. Some people just have limited, just are limited to one, have limited it to just one thing, but it really entirely is not. I love her story, honestly. She says she's raising more children than she can ever imagine. I am educating and feeding so many children. I am mothering old and young women in church. Yeah, so we just need to let her live her life as the mother that she is, and not the mother that we expect for people to be. And I think motherhood is such a sore subject because, I don't know, it never feels like people get rewarded for the kind of mothers they are, right? Simply because you've not biologically given birth to a child doesn't mean that you cannot offer maternal love to so many other people. She's a woman of the church. Like she actually is married to a pastor. Do you know how many people call their pastor's wife's mom? And how many people call their pastor's dad? It's innate for people to just look at you in a certain way, and you give that maternal love to them. You don't necessarily have to give birth to children. You can adopt. Like, there's so many ways of becoming a mother these days. It's not A is equals to B. It doesn't always, you don't always have that equation. So I think I love her story.
Yeah, not to be confused with spiritual daddy and spiritual mommy. I feel like when it crosses that threshold, it becomes very cringe, because why are you calling your pastor daddy? Why are you calling a spiritual mom? It's just cringe. But I do see where she's coming from. She has held the role of mother. Mother is not just, limited to that one, I gave birth to you biologically. You guys, when it comes to the issue of women and their wombs, can we just not have an opinion? There's a reason. Maybe she is fighting so many battles that we do not see. Maybe she wanted children of her own. We do not know. But because of the internet and how it's set up and how anonymous people can be, I feel people feel the need to just voice their opinions, regardless of what you may feel about it. I said what I said. It was my opinion. It doesn't mean your opinion is not hurtful. You could have kept it to yourself. Just because you have it doesn't mean you have to say it to other people or to that person. And speaking of